So tell us a bit about you, Nicola.
Well, I was always working in childcare until I had my own wee boy, and Usborne books was a thing in the background that, to be honest, got free books for my nursery. So when I quit work, when I had my wee boy, he's 8 now, I thought, do you know what, I'm going to make a thing of this, and it has been a constant thing since then, and it's my little sanity saviour, I call it. So I've missed going out and meeting people, and I've missed doing the stalls, and especially getting into schools the last couple of years, because we just can't do it. We won't mention the C word, but you know what I'm talking about. So online is not quite the same, but it's still nice to see other faces and have wee chats. And I can still show off my books as much as possible, even if sometimes they end up, a wee bit back to front.
Mirror image. Oh, these words are the right way round, so how good's that?
Yay! Well, this is obviously a popular one this time of year for Christmas Eve boxes, but what people don't know about Usborne maybe is they think that we are all about baby books, and we are very much about baby books because they're gorgeous, but we do so many other things as well. And I love being able to surprise people by what we can actually do. We get books that go right up to young adult fiction, like this one. This is actually, you might have seen this everywhere just now because it is up for every award going. She's an amazing author. So whatever people are looking for, I can usually help, and I love being able to find, whether it's putting a bundle together for your budget, or whether it's you have a book on a certain theme, or something that's really interested the kids at school. I'm usually help with all sorts, and I love being able to do it. So thanks for having me on and let people know I can do that.
And what's your favourite book just now that you've got in your arsenal?
Oh, my favourite is always these gorgeous ones. Do you see the little ladybird there?
Uh-huh.
So that little ladybird winds up and zooms round the pages. But at this time of year, the Santa on a sleigh comes out. And I don't have any to hand right now because as soon as they come into my house, they go straight out to customers. But it is the one I recommend every Christmas. It's gorgeous. And my copy will be coming out of the loft next week for my kids. And whether it's the ladybird or the helicopter or we've got a pirate ship, the zoom round the page books are gorgeous. So Santa, honestly, is always my fave.
Oh yeah, who doesn't love Santa? We have some Christmas books here, and like you say, they go in the loft with the Christmas decorations, and it's such a joy to get them back out again. And my children now are 15 and 17, and they've had some of these books since they were about 3, and they're that kind of reading level, but it doesn't matter, they're still beautiful.
They get really excited, don't they? And that's the nice thing. Usborne has always been like really good quality, so I love how sturdy and how durable our books are, because even if the kids have chewed them to bits, they're still in really good nick. There's some books that you buy and you know that it's going to last them reading it twice, whereas the Usborne ones, we get down to the loft, are still going. My daughter's 4 and she reads her big brother's ones, and he's going on to the kind of higher level, and I know that those books will still last for ages. I love it. Christmas books, I do have all sorts, whether it's for little ones or for keeping them busy while the school holidays are on, or sticking in the stocking. I've got Christmas books for all sorts. This is a nice one that's just out this year. And also, I love this one. For your arty kids, the rainbow ink pads, which you do all sorts of crafty things in this, from snowmen and reindeer and Santa. But if you're not Christmas themed, if you're sick of the Christmas theme, I can also do unicorns or dinosaurs, and it comes in all sorts. So you don't have to just stick to Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Whatever the kids are into, then I can usually help find something around that theme. We also have the most gorgeous jigsaws. Our jigsaw boxes make really nice gifts. It's a lovely sturdy gift box. So this one comes with the picture book story, but I also have ones that are more educational. This is a 300 piece one. It's actually a favourite of mine. So it's all about the tree of life. You'll see it's got every kind of creature and all sorts in there, and it does come with a 16-page book as well, so it's a really nice set. So that whatever you think you know about Usborne, guaranteed there's something you've not quite seen yet, because our catalogue has thousands of books to choose from. It's brilliant. I still get excited about every delivery. It's quite sad.
There's something about the delivery driver bringing you a box, even if it's for your customers.
Yeah, and I love getting a wee nosy at everything. Even this is always a popular one at Christmas. I've sold quite a lot of these, and I think Usborne's cookbooks are always so step by step simple. So there's something for everybody, and it's nice for grannies to make with the grandmains, so it makes a good present for granny. Or you've got kids that are just moving out to uni, things like that, so it's a good gift for them as well. So they're always popular around this time of year as well. You can never kind of judge what the big seller is going to be. It's a funny one.
And are books still popular gifts? Do you have people who give books to everyone and people who never think of them as a gift, or are they fairly across the board?
There's a thing, I'm talking to you a bit late this year, but I still have a really good customer base who get their advents off me, book advents. So whether they go for a 12-day one or a 24-day one, it can help them out. So they're still really popular. And there's a lovely thing, which I think should be the law in Scotland actually. In Iceland on Christmas Eve, you give a book to everyone, and that's what they do on Christmas Eve. They sit, they get all cosy, get their mulled wine, and they read. I think we should do that in Scotland, so I'm all for promoting that. And books are still really popular, and I've got 2 wee bookworms, so I'm determined to keep it that way in my house. But yeah, I'm loving how people still buy books for everybody, even if the kids aren't into reading. These magic painting books, you remember them from when you were wee?
Or do you just paint them with water and they all come up coloured? Is that what it is?
And there's so much, that's them. And so there's no mess, so you can leave the kids to go and make themselves. But the colours are so much brighter now. The pages, the Christmas one's really nice. I mean, there's a lovely decorations one you can sit and go to town.
Oh yeah.
But we have ones for younger kids, get unicorns and space and animals and all that. They're really lovely. But this, I love drawing attention to this one. Unworry. So this was the range that Usborne are focusing on for not just children, because I'm being honest, I've sold them to a lot of adults and they've been really helpful. Just to calm anxiety and calm you down. Just taking 5 minutes out to do something where your brain is emptied, you're concentrating on something, one task. These have been really popular this year. So my magic painting are brilliant gifts, but even just, I mean, it's so lovely. I do it. I haven't told my children about this one. I've planked it for me. And it's just so nice just to sit and play. Kid on, I'm still wee. And the pages are all perforated as well, so the kids love it because you can rip the pages out and put them on the fridge and all that when you're done. But why not do that as an adult, I say?
Absolutely.
Live your youth.
And what a lovely activity to sit down and all paint a picture and tear it out and hang it up.
And they still do decoration books. We've got lovely decoration books that you can fold your own and colour them in. And Usborne still do loads like that, so loads of activities available. The other thing that we're still really good at is our non-fiction range. So these are 2 that have been really popular throughout the year. What's happening to me, I've got the girls' version in front of me, but it is a big seller when you're at that age where the conversation is going to get awkward, but you kind of need to cover it. This one covers everything. It says on the back what will happen to your body in a straightforward, easy to understand way. But it also covers not just puberty, it covers what happens in friendships and relationships and the awkward conversations that nobody really wants to have. This really sells every year for me because it's the go-to. And it is available in that big place. We don't talk about it begins with A, but why not buy it for somebody more local?
Absolutely. Why not buy it from a local store? Definitely. You're not spending your money on going to space, are you? Your huge profits you're making from selling Usborne?
No, I'm not. The only way I go to space is, where did I put it? That's the only way I go to space. This one is just new, and it's been lovely. And I actually had a drive to get it into schools when it was the kids were to wear red for Racism Day. Okay. Anti-racism, obviously, not for racism. So I think kids are getting the message now that we are anti-racists, but I don't know if they actually know what that means. So my wee girl was reading this in primary 1 and loving the fact that she knows what she's talking about, and she knows that there's some things that aren't kind to say and that you shouldn't really think it, and imply how to stop someone if they think it. And that's what I love about reading with my wee ones. Questions come up in the books. If they don't answer it, it means that the discussion's kind of led, and it's a nice point to go forward from. Usborne was really good at that.
Good conversation starters, especially for some of the harder topics.
Yeah, and that's a tricky one, obviously, but important.
And books are just such a wholesome present, really, aren't they? They're just...
I love it. There's a saying, and I'm trying to make my mum understand. It's been 8 years. Something they want, something they need, something to wear, and something to read. And that's a nice way to think, am I getting them the basics? And I'm not, it's not a competition to see how much you can get them. But if you can cover the 4 things, then that's dandy. And I'm always available to help with something to read.
Fantastic. So, is that a good place to leave it then?
I'm happy to leave it here. You've got my links. For any Christmas books, you need to kind of be quick off the mark because we're near December now, scarily. So they start going out pretty quick. But for everything else, I've always got a good stock, and I'm genuinely happy to help if somebody wants to get in touch and say, it's for this age, this is what they like, or this is what they like to read. You don't need to tell me what exact book you're after. I'm happy to help out. And you can follow my links and find me there for me to help you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Nicola. That was great to meet you and to have you on tonight sharing your books. That was really fantastic. So I'll see you soon.
Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.